Hey everyone, welcome back to Ottoex, the channel where we feature some unusual cars from all around the world. In front of me today is a 1998 Nissan Skyline R34. This is the GT, 25 GT, so that's the RB25DE engine. This is a rear-wheel drive and it's a 5-speed manual, so quite a desirable configuration. It's certainly not the 6-figure GTR R34 that we all know and love. But this is more of a version that can be daily driven, enjoyed by the common man. And prices on these have gone up, but they're not out of control like the GTR versions. So we're gonna walk through the outside, the inside, and we'll take this thing for a drive today. This is a really highly original, unmodified version. This sits almost as it came from the factory back in 1998. The only difference is it's got a Kakimoto exhaust on it. However, otherwise it is all original and it looks great. This has only 79,000 original kilometers on it, so that's about 44,000 miles, 45,000 miles original. And it's just nice to find these in their all stock original form. Finished in it's kind of a slightly dark silver factory original paint. This has never been repainted. You'll see the GT badges here, and we've got 6-spoke factory painted alloy wheels all around. This was a one-owner car, clearly spent most of its life in a garage in Japan. We hand-picked this when we were in Japan last year. We had our hands on it, and we made the purchase after looking at it with our own eyes, which has some great benefits. As you can see, it's a phenomenal looking car. I just love the look of these. They're kind of an understated, more of a sleeper than the, wide body GTRs. You'll see down here, it's the Kakimoto exhaust. It does not have the silencer installed. That is still in the box in the trunk, so if you want it a little bit quieter, you can quiet it down. I think right now it sounds fantastic. It doesn't drone. When you get on it, you hear what you want to hear. So let's take a look in the passenger side. Everything on this car is very clean. Door cards, as you can see, are quite clean. There's a little bit of scratching here, kind of Nissan interior plastic trim after 25 plus years. The seats have held up really well. These original Skyline floor mats are in great shape. Let's open the glove box, and we've got a bunch of, well, pretty much everything from new from Nissan, including double spare keys, a bunch of service notes, manual, owner's manual, more owner's documents, everything that you would have gotten when you bought this new in Japan. We also have the auction sheet, which you can see this is a 4B grade with almost no marks on it. If you guys know these auction sheets, you know this is a super clean one. Kind of along par with all the other vehicles that we deal with. Now, if we look behind the passenger seat, we've got a trim piece which needs to be clipped back on, and some floor mats, and you've got 3 seats back here, 2 up front. The seat's 5. Everything is in great shape. I don't know if you're getting a good look at this fabric, but it's really nice. The center console, we've got seat back pockets here and all that fun stuff. Headliner is in great shape, getting a clear look at that. There's a functional dash cam, which is nice to have in a vehicle like this. Give you a view of the dashboard, front passenger and driver airbags. No cracks on the dash, no cracks anywhere here. This center armrest leather is in great shape. There's a little bit of scuffing and degradation on this surround bezel, which is pretty common on these. Just that plastic from Nissan from the 90s didn't always hold up, but restoration parts for these are widely available. These have become a true cult classic over the years. Paint on the roof and everywhere else is really great. No dents, no dings, no scratches, no balding or peeling or paint fade. Driver door card is also in great shape. There's a little bit of wear, just the tiniest little dimples here, just in this section at the top of the door card. Otherwise, really clean. Power windows, power mirrors with power folding option. Got your switches here for popping your trunk. We'll pop all those things, including the hood, and we'll look at those after we're done in here. Floor mats, as you can see, original in great shape. Driver's seat, also no signs of wear, not even on the bolster or anywhere that you would normally see that. And the steering wheel is also in great shape. This is a leather wrapped wheel with the factory red stitching on the inside. And let's see if I can slide in, show you guys a closer look. But that is also in great shape. No signs of wear, maybe a little bit here. And at the bottom, just the discoloration. We haven't had this touched up, and we won't. We want to present this vehicle all original as much as we can. You've got your parking brake lever, leather wrapped, all in good shape. 5-speed floor shift knob. And you've got the original factory tape deck, AM, FM, HVAC controls. Everything works great. Up front, you've got your fuel gauge, your speedo, your tach, oil pressure, and coolant temperature. Rear view mirror here. Your sun visors are also in great shape. The mirror for the passenger side. Map lights and dome lights, all functional. It is clean in here. Let's take a look back here. Not too exciting, but just to show you, this is clean under the gas cap door. Popping the trunk, you have a nice, fairly big trunk with further space forward. This is the silencer insert for the exhaust. This is a RIS001 Kakimoto exhaust system that was installed, and they just left out the silencer but included it. Very clean and tidy trunk. The car smells new. Let's have a look under the hood. There it is, RB25DE, which is a 2500 cc inline 6. Clean, unmodified, all original, runs and sounds great. Speaking of which, I think it's time we take this for a drive. So let's go ahead and fire it up and we'll drive it around. One more detail I will show you guys is we have the main master key here, which has a lock and unlock button. that all works great. All right, sitting in the cockpit, you definitely feel like you're stepping into a sports car. It's low and tight, but not that tight. Comfortable, firm seat. All your controls are within half an arm's reach. Car rumbles to life. Japanese toll card reader says there is no card. See if I can give you guys kind of an exhaust sound. Red line on this is just at 7. I'll drive a little bit with the window down because it's a little more fun that way. Drives very much like a new car with only 45,000 miles. That's what I would expect. Clean ownership history. It's just a clean, all original example of one of these, which are getting harder and harder to find. Steering is tight, brakes are tight, shifts nicely through all 5 gears and reverse. No problems there. Heat and AC work well. Power retracting mirrors work properly. Everything works as it should, even this radio. On the jazz station there. We'll see if we can get through some gears here going up the hill, give you guys kind of an accurate experience of what this is like. It pulls nice and strong. It really does. When you get into it, it sounds great and it feels great. It is a fun car. Steering is light and responsive, being that it is a rear-wheel drive variant. Roll the window up. You guys can hear me better on this quite horrible action cam microphone. All the gauges work as they should, and really pretty much, I know I've said this already, but everything does. There's a little cup holder / storage cubby here, and you have storage in your center armrest as well as an ashtray and another storage compartment. Pretty quiet cabin. It's just a really fun car to scoot around in. Doesn't have the super steep price tag of the more expensive variants of these, but it has the class and the looks and the vibe of an R34 Skyline, because it is one. If you're interested in this car, at the time of this filming, we are listing it for sale. You can check it out and any other vehicles that we might have on our site, Ottoex.com. That's Ottoex.com. We've got tons of interesting cars in the pipeline and the works. We always post them here on YouTube. So if you enjoyed this video, maybe give us a like or a thumbs up and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Would you daily drive one of these? Or do you need the turbo variant or the GTR? We'd love to know your thoughts, good and bad. We read all the comments. So as always, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more interesting vehicles down the road, and we shall catch you on the next one.